In 2017, Deontay Wilder came over to the UK to watch the much anticipated matchup between Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko. Previous to this, he had never mentioned Anthony Joshua's name, but he came over to the UK to commentate on the event. And while the boxing world and casual fans alike were eagerly watching the bout, this was a prime opportunity for Deontay Wilder to get recognised, and he really used this to his advantage. As soon as Joshua was done beating Vladimir Klitschko, suddenly Wilder said that he has been trying to fight Anthony Joshua, but nothing came of it. He saw this as an opportunity to use this event about two other fighters, to grow his own public appeal and awareness off the back of other fighters' work. This was the start of what would be month after month of misdirection and deceit, claiming that he would fight Anthony Joshua, but never finding the courage to do so. This isn't just speculation, the proof is there, in that he never said anything before the Klitschko fight, but as soon as it was done, and Anthony Joshua was a new world star, an achievement that surpassed Wilder, who was already champion for nearly 2 years, with most of the masses scarcely knowing who he is. Jealousy and envy prompted him to act this way. Wilder only became interested in Joshua because he saw it as a way to make more money off the back of someone else's work. Joshua next had two mandatories to deal with in Luis Ortiz and Kubrat Pulev, and he was going to deal with them one by one, taking on Kubrat Pulev, who was his IBF mandatory. Obviously Pulev pulled out through injury and was replaced by Carlos Takam. Following this, Ortiz agreed to face Wilder instead of taking his mandatory spot against Joshua, who would be next in line. Luis Ortiz could have just waited for his chance, yet he took the Wilder fight. He could have waited because he was next in line for the WBA mandatory spot, and he could have fought Anthony Joshua, and instead he chose to fight Wilder. So the WBA mandatory was changed and Anthony Joshua would have to face a different opponent. So instead he tried to make a unification with Joseph Parker. But in that fight it could have been Deontay Wilder, but it wasn't, not for lack of trying. Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua tried to get that deal across the line, but again, it didn't happen. And again, it was Deontay Wilder who didn't want the fight. I believe he was offered maybe 65-35, which was what I think Joseph Parker got, which is a generous offer because that is what Joseph Parker got, and Joseph Parker's value was similar to Deontay Wilder because they were both relatively unknown as world champions. There was only one real well-known world champion in the heavyweight division, and that was Anthony Joshua. So since Deontay Wilder has been claiming that Anthony Joshua has been ducking him, that Anthony Joshua does not want the fight, he does not want to be undisputed champion. Anthony Joshua has had 2 unification fights and owns 80% of the belts in the heavyweight division, and still Wilder was claiming that Anthony Joshua was ducking him, despite Joshua collecting world titles, while Wilder continued to say one face, one name, yet he hasn't had a single unification and has scarcely tried to make one since his reign as WBC champion. It is plain to see that Anthony Joshua has made Deontay Wilder a name. No one would know who Deontay Wilder is without Anthony Joshua, because Deontay Wilder has continuously shouted his name, yet refused to get in the ring with him, and played it off as Anthony Joshua ducking him. Yep, Anthony Joshua scarcely talks on the topic. He says he wants to fight Deontay Wilder, and that's about it. Whereas Deontay Wilder says this and that, he says he doesn't trust Eddie Hearn. But why would Anthony Joshua trust Shirley Winkle? So they both don't trust each other, but still, a deal can be made. Eddie Hearn is the top promoter in the UK, so why would he try and swindle someone in the public eye? This would be well publicised, so why would he try and swindle Deontay Wilder? He would make him a great deal. He has offered him 60-40, something Deontay Wilder said he would be happy with previously, but now all of a sudden it's not good enough. I would like to see Eddie Hearn offer 50-50, not because I believe that is a fair split, but because I believe Wilder doesn't want the fight. He can gain enough recognition, and he can fight bums or journeymen for another 6-7 fights and make between 2 and 4 million for the fights, and make enough money to retire on, and accumulate enough money that an Anthony Joshua fight would probably make now because of Anthony Joshua's name. Now people are saying that how many world titles you possess is not the value of the fighter, and yes, I agree with that. Deontay Wilder has 1 world title and Anthony Joshua has 4, and that does not mean Anthony Joshua is more valuable than Wilder because of that. It matters what the public appeal is of the fighter, and Deontay Wilder has no public appeal. People don't even know who he is. Is he a basketball player or something? Deontay Wilder cannot fill an arena, and Anthony Joshua can fill a stadium. And you want to talk about worth of a fighter when Deontay Wilder should have a 70-30 split with Tyson Fury, yet the WBC have given Fury 40% because of the value of Tyson Fury, and the little value that Deontay Wilder brings to the table. So that tells you all you need to know. Deontay Wilder is a fraud. He has made one offer to Anthony Joshua, an offer he would not elaborate on, an offer he would not draw up a contract on, and an offer he would not meet about. Yet Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn have sent 5 emails that have gone unanswered and offering a total of a 60-40 split, something that Deontay Wilder has previously asked for. And how can he say that he doesn't trust Eddie Hearn when it will all be drawn up in a contract that he can look at before he has to sign? So if he doesn't trust anything on the contract, he doesn't have to sign it. Yet he won't even get to that stage in negotiations. So that says all you need to know. But anyway guys, you decide. What do you think? Please drop your thoughts in the comments below. Please like the video and subscribe for more content. Thank you guys.